Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's again been a hot minute. So I've actually moved into a new apartment. We got ourselves nice and cozy in here, and as you can see, finally got these lights, which I'm loving. There's so many different settings, and I hope you guys like the background. I've actually got somewhere to film now, which is amazing, and this is actually my first video in the new place. Let me know down below if you want like a little flat tour. I think it's mostly just like family and friends. I want to see what's going on in the flat, obviously because of COVID. We haven't been able to have that many people around to actually see it. It's not been furnished entirely yet. There are a few style pieces that we still need. I don't actually have a big mirror. I'm using a tiny little mirror, so please bear with me. Also bear with me with the lighting, because it is seriously, what is going on with the UK weather right now? There's like no sun.
I don't understand.
It's been dark since I woke up. Today I'm actually going to be opening one of my Christmas presents, which I kind of sourced myself because I work in a Boots, and my friend came over to me. She came running over.
They came bounding over.
She was like, "Oh, there's this thing on Boots, and it's like a really amazing gift set." And I was like, "Oh yeah, another one of these ones," kind of thing. So I was like, let me just check it out. So I popped over and had a look on the Boots website, and it was the Best of Beauty set. At first I was like, oh, it's going to be one of them ones where they give you like not that great stuff, like some of the crap stuff, whatever. And then some stuff is obviously really good, because there are certain brands, like Rimmel, Maybelline, that kind of stuff, where you can really find cult favourites. I was just thinking like, oh, it's going to be stuff that I tried before, like it's not really that exciting. But then I looked what was in it, and I was so gassed. Like I was like, let me buy one right now. I need to buy one literally right now. And I just like grabbed my discount card and I just needed to buy it like immediately. Good thing I did as well, because the next day completely sold out. My friend was gutted. I would have given her mine, but I'd already given mine to my mum to wrap up for me for Christmas, which I know it's a bit weird, but I know what I like and I know what I need, and if it's a really good deal and I can get it cheaper and then they can buy it off me to give to me as a present, win, 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 win. So anyway, today I'm going to be unboxing it. I'm going to be showing you all of the products that are inside. It's actually premium beauty, so there's a lot of brands that are actually new to Boots, like Huda Beauty, Too Faced is not usually found in that many Boots as well, quite select. We've got MAC, which is new to Boots. We've got Nars, Kat Von D, Fenty. There's also a Morphe item in there. So I'm going to be showing you them. I'm also going to be demoing them. This makeup look was actually made with the items as well, and I did use the skincare beforehand. So I'm going to be doing a little video on the skincare and talking you through. I'm going to be using the makeup and basically giving my opinion on how they work and whether they live up to the claims as well. Giving you a few product tidbits as well about what's in them and what they claim to do. Yeah, so if you're excited, then just continue watching. Briglets, of course, a Christmas festive snack. Don't at me. The reason I've decided to snack whilst doing this is, one, it keeps me occupied and focused, and two, I'm not allowed to eat them in front of my boyfriend because he thinks that they stink of Marmite, and he hates Marmite. So I'm going to do these in the order that I used them. So the first thing I used was the WISHFUL YoGlow Enzyme Scrub. Skincare by Huda Beauty. So for the 40ml, it is usually £14.40. And it says it is an enzyme scrub, which is gentle yet powerful exfoliating, infused with a combination of pineapple and papaya enzymes, BHAs, AHAs, that leave the skin with a healthy glow. So it's a lightweight, milky texture that gently buffs away dead skin cells and impurities, and it gives immediate results. That's what it claims to do. I would say that it does do that. So what you'll find is you'll rub it into the skin and it sort of starts to peel away and give more of a rough texture, mimicking kind of like a physical exfoliant, but obviously it's not a physical exfoliant, so I assume it's not creating micro tears in the skin. It's less likely to exacerbate acne. So it starts to give that peeling effect, and you can immediately feel that your skin feels smoother, there's less texture, and then you just rinse it off and dab the skin. And you can only use it twice a week, once to twice a week. You can't use it every day, it will sort of wear away the skin. I found that it was softer than a normal scrub, milkier and less gritty as well. And it does give you immediate effects as well, like my skin was glowing during the day when I tried it for the first time. I will say as well that her products do have alcohol quite high on their list of ingredients. They can be a bit on the harsher side, so if you've got sensitive skin, do watch out for that. WISHFUL is cruelty-free and stands against animal testing as well, so if you're someone who's very conscious of buying cruelty-free brands, then this is a tip for you. So the next product I used was the Pixi Glow Tonic, which I normally use this as well, so I was glad to get a refill of that one. So similarly to the WISHFUL, it is also a chemical exfoliant rather than a physical exfoliant. YoGlow was more of a like a skincare, like washing kind of effect. We just use this on a cotton pad and pass that around the face, where you get more texture. So I only use it really around the nose and the forehead. So you do get a full 250ml, which is like a really decent size, which is a lot of product, and it does take quite a while to get through it because again, you're not supposed to really use it every day. I would say at least 2-3 times a week. So that size is normally £18. So it says it helps to tone, firm and tighten the skin. So I suppose it would help as well after washing the face and doing all your other skincare. It sort of closes the pores. It removes dead skin cells for healthier looking skin, and it's for all skin types, and it doesn't have any alcohol in it, which is great, especially for sensitive skins. I have seen a few people react to it, and so do a patch test before using it, just in case you've got like sensitive skin or you're allergic to one of the ingredients in it or something. But for the most part, I think most people say that it works for their skin because it has glycolic acid, which is the exfoliant. It also has ginseng to improve circulation and energize. It has aloe vera to soothe and hydrate, and it refines the appearance of pores, gently accelerating cell renewal. Oh my gosh, who writes these things? And it reveals a brighter glowing complexion, and I can definitely vouch for that. I've noticed a significant difference in my skin texture as well as the glow from within. And I used it on my sister and she absolutely loved it when I did her makeup one time. So yeah, it's definitely a noticeable effect right off the bat. The Pixi Beauty is also cruelty-free and does not test on animals as well. Oh my lashes are falling off, bear with me. There's always such an easy fix with the Lashability glue pen as well, it just takes 2 seconds. By the way, if you're wondering what lashes these are, they're the Billy style lashes, again from Lashability. I'll just like put all of the extra products down below as well of the makeup items that I used that weren't included in the gift set. Next up for skincare is the BareMinerals Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum. Interesting. So it's vegan, gluten-free, tree nut free, and I will also check if it's cruelty free, but I suppose it might be if it is vegan. So it's supposed to combat the visible signs of aging, which most serums claim to do. It is 8ml, so it is a miniature. Applied to face and neck after cleansing. So it is to prevent and address key visible signs of aging by strengthening the skin. So it's kind of to prevent from environmental aggressors of the skin. So for example, free radicals and stress. So as normal with the serum, it claims to reduce the look of fine lines, aging, wrinkles, while improving the texture and tone and also the radiance of the skin. So it's something called the Long Life Herb. They use it in Okinawa, Japan, where people tend to live longer than almost anyone on this earth. The main ingredients are boosted long life herb, California poppy, and vitamin B3, which helps protect and strengthen the skin's barrier and soften the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and dark spots, evening the skin tone and fighting excess shine. So you just do 2 pumps over the entire face and neck, daily, morning and night. To me, it felt very smooth, just like quite thin, and it wasn't oily, which is quite nice for me. It felt really nice and refreshing, rejuvenating. Yeah, so BareMinerals is also cruelty-free as well as vegan. This product is vegan. And they also have focus on no parabens, so you can rest assured that that is also a tick. Okay, so the next product I used was the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. So normally you'd use this during the night. I just wanted to try it out to show you and demo the product and everything. The amount of product you get is 7 mils of product in the Advanced Night Repair. So it is a miniature. This serum is a little heavier than the BareMinerals, I would say, just because it has more an oily feel. This one is definitely really good. Like I can tell a noticeable plumping of the under eye area and just hydrated and plump skin in the morning when I've used it at night. A lot of people really rave about this product. It is a cult favourite, but unfortunately Estee Lauder is not a cruelty-free brand, so I suppose they might sell to China or wherever, but the product in general is amazing. I found it did what it claims to do, and what it claims to do is to treat signs of aging, age prevention, firmness and tone, lines and wrinkles, dryness, dehydration, dullness, loss of radiance and uneven skin tone. There's a lot of information on here, I won't lie. It's also oil-free as well, so if you've got acne-prone skin, it's probably fine for you. And it claims not to clog pores, and it doesn't have any synthetic fragrances, which is also great. The next item is a Strawberry Booster by BYBI. So this is a brand I haven't heard of. You let me know if you've tried this brand before and whether it's good down below. I'd be interested to know about their other products, because this serum, this seed oil, I actually found a noticeable difference in brightening my skin as well. It is 100% cold pressed strawberry seed oil. I'd already, of course, put on my serum, so at this point my skin was pretty fully hydrated, but I could tell putting it on that my skin was just going to soak that up. So it actually uses strawberry seeds, which otherwise would have been thrown away by like the juicing industry, which is quite cool. So the skin benefits are moisturizing, repairing and fast absorbing. So it contains omega-6, omega-3 fatty acids, which strengthens, hydrates, softens the skin surface, helping irritated or dry skin. It also reduces concerns like discoloration, hyperpigmentation and loss of firmness. It repairs damage made by UV rays and pollution. It's basically a huge antioxidant boost for your skin. Yep, so this brand, BYBI, is 100% natural, vegan, cruelty-free skincare. I can tell just from this product, it is 100% that strawberry seed oil. There's no extra ingredients in there. So that is a tick again. The next skincare item is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. My friends have been raving about this item. You do get only 3 ml of the brightening eye cream, which is a little diddy amount. So it's actually inspired by how the makeup industry is kind of obsessed with like banana powder, which uses yellow pigment to kind of brighten the under eye area. They're using special pigments from the banana and like the yellow pigments to instantly brighten and colour correct the eye area. But it also smooths and creates a well-rested canvas for like concealer and stuff, diminishing dark circles and things like that. One of the main ingredients is shea butter and jojoba seed oil, which is promising, because we know that jojoba is an antioxidant and shea butter is just amazing for hydrating skin. So it does use plant-based ingredients. I'm not sure if it's 100% vegan, but apparently it's just joined Peter's Beauty Without Bunnies program, which is an approved list of cruelty-free brands. Personally, I haven't seen a huge difference in my under eye in terms of the brightening, but I suppose you do have to use it a good few times to get like a long-lasting effect. And I did drink alcohol last night after using it, so that might have contributed to the dark circles today. We'll give it another go and see. Okay, last but not least for skincare is the Boots ingredients Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. So this is like the Boots brand of skincare. It is also vegan and not tested on animals. I've been interested in this line because it is very affordable, and I've heard good things actually. This one is hyaluronic acid, which helps your skin hold on to more moisture when you're moisturizing, which makes it look hydrated, brighter and smoother as well. There is a little bit of alcohol in there, but as with all products, just be careful there if you've got sensitive skin. So you do get 30 ml of that product. It is normally £5. I noticed when putting it on, it wasn't at all sort of like an oily film, but I did feel hydrated enough. Like, you know, sometimes when you put on a moisturizer and it just feels like you've got excess oils on your skin. It wasn't like that at all, it soaked in completely. But again, that might have just been because I used quite a lot of products beforehand and my skin was already feeling quite nourished. But I normally like to use a really lightweight moisturizer like this anyway, that doesn't leave that kind of oily feel, so that it can kind of soak in completely and not interrupt my base from my makeup. So that's all of the skincare done. We're going to be moving on to makeup, and you'll see me actually creating this look. Most of the products really wowed me, so I'm excited to talk you through them. So yeah, let's move on to that segment. Okay, so first of all, I prepped my skin using the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm. They actually gave me a 30 ml, a mini version of the 50 ml that you can normally get. So it's basically a brightening balm that sort of tightens the skin and reduces the appearance of fatigue. So it smoothens your skin out, gives you a radiant complexion. It has olive and witch hazel in it as well, so it's sort of got toning qualities to it. And it can also be used as a mask 2 to 3 times a week. One drawback is that the brand is not cruelty free. Next, I just ran a little bit of the Ritual of Ayurveda natural dry oil for body and hair through my hair. This can also be used as a massage oil. And I noticed that there was a specific smell I couldn't quite put my finger on. And then when I looked it up, I could really smell the basil coming through as well. It has a bunch of different ingredients in it, but those are the ones that jumped out to me in terms of the smell. The feel of it is just like any dry oil. And it did sort of settle all my flyaway hairs as well. But again, you can use it as like a massage oil, that's quite nice. Apparently it sort of just like calms the nervous system. So it's normally £19.50 for 100ml, but they've just given a 30ml to try out in the set. And yeah, overall, I normally use hair oil anyway because I've got quite a like thick hair texture, and I've got a lot of flyaways as well. Like some of my hairs are quite thin, even though there's quite a lot of them. So that is a good product for me. Just running it through my hair, you can see it's kind of settled down my flyaways, made it look a little bit less frizzy as well. Ow! Oh, sorry. So onto the makeup product. I used the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. So this primer that they've given is in one of these little like sample booklet things. So the sample that they've given is 10ml. So it's a silicone-free primer and it's a hydrating primer, which I can vouch for. It really did hydrate my skin. It's got olive extract, which smooths and locks in hydration. And then marine hydrobotanicals replenish the skin and promote long-term moisture recovery. I don't feel like it really did much for settling the texture of my skin, and it did not leave any kind of stickiness or tackiness, which again, I would kind of expect that of a primer that claims to increase the longevity of the makeup. I feel more like it's more of just like a skin prep type of thing. So Laura Mercier does not test finished products on animals, and the parent company is cruelty free. It doesn't explicitly say that it is 100% cruelty free, so again, have another look into that. So the next thing that I popped on was the Becca Ignite Liquefied Light Highlighter. There's more French. Illuminator Lumiere Liquid. And that is in the shade Passion, which is kind of like a nude, goldeny pink. This is like liquid metal. It gives me the same vibe as like a body glow, because it's so sort of like molten metallic. And you can definitely see that probably from the video that I'm overlaying on top of this. Very intense, even though I was popping it underneath my foundation. I did put quite a lot on though, like you really only need half a pea. And the amount of product you get is 45ml. So it's a really decent size that you get in that set. So if you wanted to try that out individually, again, it just goes a hell of a long way, and I feel like it would last ages. So Becca Cosmetics does claim to be cruelty free. Next is the MAC Prep and Prime, the Fix Plus. It's just the original one. I'm pretty sure they have like a shimmery one or an illuminating one or something as well. Of course, the Urban Decay one is the one that I normally use, and that one really does noticeably change the longevity of my makeup. Like it makes it just last super long, and you can tell that it's set in place and it doesn't transfer. But yeah, the Fix Plus is a staple spray. I've also used it here to prime, to wet my brush as well, to wet my sponge, and also to set at the end. So again, MAC is part of the Estee Lauder group, which is not cruelty free. They're sort of pussyfooting around and saying they don't test on animals, but it's only that they don't test on animals in the countries that allow you not to test on animals in order to sell your products. Next up, I did use my 24-hour brow setter from Benefit Cosmetics. It is a clear brow gel, to be said simply. It's one of my ride or die products actually. I normally use this in my daily makeup, crazy looks, when I'm doing soft glam looks, when I'm doing colourful looks. It does not matter, I'll be using this. And I've also used it to sort of conceal the ends of my brows as well, to change their shape. It's a hugely versatile product, and I've just paired it with a different Benefit product, the Microfilm Brow Pen, and they have given me a sample size of it, a fun size, as they say. So it's a 24-hour invisible shaping and setting gel for brows. It definitely does set the brow hairs for 24 hours, so I'm pretty sure Benefit is not entirely cruelty free, which is a shame because it's such a good product. I actually used the Morphe Sponge for highlighting and contouring that came with the set. This was actually a really interesting one. It has sharp edges as well as the domed end as well. It says, the chiseled edge delivers the ultimate control for contouring, highlighting and baking. And that really did help in terms of setting the sides of my nose and to reverse contour underneath my cheekbones as well. Yeah, so that having that sharp edge really does help with that. My favourite product out of the whole kit is the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. Just take a moment and have a look at those shades. You can just tell, even from in the pan, how pigmented they are. The fact that they're talc free, there's little to no fallout, it was completely blendable, the colours are layerable as well. Even the colour Amethyst Purple is really hard to do without talc in a pigmented shade. You know, that is easily blendable. The fact that I needed to pack on more of it did not compromise the blending and did not compromise how well it sort of blended with other shades. And the colour payoff in the end was immaculate. Same with all the other shades. I was especially impressed by Musk as well, because it was kind of, not a pastel shade, a more grey tone, but the pigmentation on it was so good. I can't even explain, like, I really was not expecting that from this shade, just because it was a little bit more grey tone. You know, you're kind of expecting it to just blend out into nothing almost, but it was so pigmented that it would even mask Oud when I put it on top, which is a much richer shade. I was a little bit disappointed with Twilight, although it is more of a chunkier shade, and she does recommend to use your finger. And overall, I'm just really happy with the makeup look that came out from it. So Huda Beauty is cruelty free. It is a full-size palette as well in this set, which is normally worth £56 by itself. Moving on, we also have the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. Now this liner is waterproof and it is in Trooper Black, 0.2 mils. It did work really well. It came out pitch black. I was able to do this kind of detail work on the inner corners and on the lip as well, from quite far away from my camera, which I usually find very difficult whilst filming. It was actually made super easy just by the fact that I feel like just the flexibility of the pen and just the tininess of the end. Yep, so it's actually KVD Vegan Beauty. It's right there in the name. I don't support Kat Von D because she's an anti-vaxxer, which is why I stopped buying the tattoo liner, which was a shame. She did step down, so it's actually owned by the owner of Marc Jacobs, Bite Beauty, Ole Henriksen, and more. So it is still vegan and cruelty free, but it is just owned by a different owner now, which I'm glad, because now I can enjoy the tattoo liner again. So next was the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I have tried this mascara before. It is 4.8 grams, so it is a miniature. I normally use this on a daily basis because I normally have like quite long and curly lashes, but sometimes I just want them to be coated in the most basic respect, just coated. I find that this tends to look a little bit more dry. It doesn't tend to coat my lashes and make them look really dark and black the way that others have. I know that it's like a cult favourite for like so many other people, and it probably works for them better than my favourites, for example. I just find that it doesn't really work for me in the way that it states. So it says 100% saw dramatic volume, longer lashes, and 97% said that the mascara creates a full slash effect. For me, I feel like it's the brush, because it's like one of them bristly brushes. I just feel like it doesn't work for me as well as a flexi brush, I don't know. So Too Faced is apparently cruelty-free and vegan. I'm not sure if it's owned by the Estee Lauder groups again. From what I can see, they're cruelty-free. So the last product I used from the kit was the Nars Orgasm blush. This is a cult favourite. So many people love this blush. They did give me a miniature, which is 1.2 grams. It is pretty tiny, but I find it quite cute as well. And I don't tend to get through pans of blush too quickly, just because I like to change it up a lot with my blush. So I'm not that mad at that. So it's the original Orgasm, and it is it's more of a cool tone pink, I would say, with golden reflect. Oh, that was my hip, did you hear that? I did have to layer it up quite a bit. I didn't find that it was like a pop of colour, which is really useful for things like weddings and event makeup, where you don't want to have too bright of a blush on, and it also creates that radiance from within as well, the glowing from the golden reflect. So I really did like how that came out on my skin. Okay, last but not least is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Mademoiselle Plush Matte Lipstick in Thick with 2 C's. So when I first watched this, it sort of looked a little bit purpley to me, but when I popped it on today, it was kind of more like a matte nude, like a nude berry, so like a mauve kind of colour. That's exactly the word I was looking for. So when I popped it on, it did feel quite drying in terms of how it was dragging on the lip, although it's not visibly dehydrating my lips. It did go on very smooth, which is why I really love this formula, and I like the fact that it's in a bullet formula as well. It is also extremely lightweight to wear throughout the day. I don't feel it, it's not cakey or like crusty or anything. I can't feel it on my lips. It feels really natural to wear. So they only gave me 1 gram of product. It's like a little sample size, but it is only £16 for the full size. Unfortunately, the brand is in the grey area for cruelty free. So they claim not to test on animals, but when given questions directly, apparently they just haven't been answering them properly. That's what I've seen from websites that look into whether something's cruelty free. I also used some new brushes in this video. They are the Revolution Ultimate Nudes brushes. They're really cute, they've got little purple tips, and it is made of synthetic materials with the rose gold detailing, which if you could see my new flap, then you would know that I love rose gold. Really nice quality of brushes. The only thing I wish that they would have had is a slightly larger blending brush for eyeshadow, but overall they worked really well, and yeah, glad to have gotten those for Christmas too. And that's it, everybody. That is everything, all 19 items, which is a really weird number. I'm pretty sure it was 19. So the main things that I think really caught my eye, the Becca, that one was really pigmented. The WISHFUL YoGlow Enzyme Scrub, it was really good. The Huda Beauty palette, this is the one I was most excited about getting in the set. I was really happy with that, and it lived up to my expectations. Products like the 24-hour brow setter and the MAC Fix Plus, I'd say those are my favourites out of the set as well, just because I'd already tried them. I wasn't like completely blown away because I already know how good they are, but if you haven't tried them, you should. Yeah, and I think that's everything. So if you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe down below. Hopefully I'll be filming a lot more in my new place. Follow me below, and I've also got Instagram, which I post on quite frequently. That's probably my most frequent platform. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
And I've been chilling